is Mysarah, Binti, Mazwan, and I'm from SEKOLAH Kebangsaan Jenderal Hilir. Today, I'll be reviewing this book, A Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Wimpy, huh? It's kind of a negative word, right? But I learned lots of things from this book, a storybook entitled A Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Let me tell you more about this book. This is the first book of the Diary Wimpy Kid series, and the reader is introduced to all the main characters in the story to create further plots for the next few books. This is a graphic novel and has pictures all throughout it. His mom goes and buys him a diary in which he writes in, so this book is actually his diary. Greg writes all the most memorable things in his life, which all tends to be pretty hilarious. Greg also goes back and explains his childhood to inform the reader a bit more. The main character, Greg, has a lot of annoying family members, including his older brother, Roderick, which has his own trashy band called the Loaded Diaper. Weird name, don't you think? Roderick has a terrible reputation both at home and at school, and he always finds ways to piss off his brother. Greg also has a little brother by the name of Manny. Manny is a troublemaker who always gets in trouble, but he never gets in trouble. Greg's parents are pretty old-fashioned and believe that kids should be outside and shouldn't be inside playing video games. They are quite strict and pretty quick to put the blame on poor Greg for everything. Man, it really hurts to be a middle child. I honestly thought this was the best book in the whole series. One really memorable thing for me was the cheese touch. The story goes like this. One day, a kid was eating a sandwich at the basketball court when the cheese fell out of it. The cheese was left to rot for months on the floor and no one wanted to go anywhere near it. Until one day, a kid named Darren Walsh touched the cheese with his finger, and that's where it started the thing called the cheese touch. It's basically like tag. If you get the cheese touch, you're stuck with it until you pass it on to someone else. In my opinion, it's a little hard to give a storyline for this book, as there is a bunch of little stories happening at the same time in this book. However, I found it a fun, quick, and easy read. Usually, the Wimpy Kid books take a really short time to complete. It only took me a couple of days to read one book. There's a lot of funny bits, and I have to admit, it really made me laugh. So soon enough, I decided to read all of the books, and I loved it. Every element of the book is just so hilarious. Greg himself is really goofy, and the rest of his family is just so amusing. What I really enjoyed about this book is that Jeff Kenley, the author of this book, didn't try too hard to make it funny. All the humor just came in. It was so relatable and realistic. I think the fact that this is a graphic novel made this a really enjoyable read for me. I could just look at the pictures and could see exactly what Greg meant. I love the way that the book was written, as in actually a diary. It was really cool how Greg really interacted with the reader. I felt like I was included in the book. I also watched the movie version of this book. Definitely recommended. I know Jeff Kenley has written many more Wimpy Kid books, and I can't wait to read them more soon. That's it, everyone. Thank you for listening. Bye!